Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today I thought we would continue to work on this Easter diamond painting. So we'll have a diamond painting in chat rather than a color in chat. I started this a few weeks back and did a diamond painting in chat and started this on camera, and I haven't had a chance to work on it since. And then I thought we would chat for a little bit and then do an Easter questionnaire. So kind of similar to what I did for Valentine's Day with the Valentine's Day questionnaire. We'll see how many you guys know. I imagine some will be easy and you'll know the answers, and I'm sure there will be others that we don't know. So this is the picture with these Easter eggs on it. And this is from GBFKE. Thought it was so cute and appropriate for this time of year. I am going to be using this small case because there are only 20 colors. This holds 30. So again, worked out great. I just numbered them with labels that I have for this type of diamond painting, just made it much easier. And then I'm just using one of the large white trays. I've tried many other 3D 3D printed trays from Etsy. I still keep coming back to this one, and it could be just that I'm more familiar with this one, and excuse me, and that's why I like it. So I'm going to give some of the other trays a chance. I'm working on the big Hannah Lynn diamond painting upstairs, so I'm trying to use some of the others, but right now this is still my favorite and the cheapest. And then I'm going to be using this pretty pen. Now I'm not sure if I have fuzzy on my hand. If I got this one off of Amazon. I got a number of pens from Amazon. If I can find this one on Amazon, I'll link everything that I can down below in the description. I am using an A4 light pad and this nice handy dandy little laptop desk, and I usually flip this up when I am working in my lap on the chair because it helps hold my my light pad and my diamond painting. Sometimes I don't keep it up because it has a tendency of kind of getting in the way. All depends what angle I'm diamond painting on, and because I'm working on a flat surface today, I'm going to leave it down. There is storage inside of this also, and then it's real soft underneath. It's like fabric, so it's very comfortable to work in your lap with this underneath. And again, I'll link everything. This is my favorite to work with in my single placer. And this one is empty right now, so we'll put some glue dots in there in case you didn't see my other video on how to load your diamond painting pen with these. Then in my multi-placer, this is my favorite. It is Quake Hold Museum Putty. And yes, it's very strong, lasts a long time, just like the glue dots do. I'm not going to be filling this today. Well, maybe I can show you how I fill it, but I'm not going to be using it today. We'll just single place today. So let's load up our pen first. So these just come on a roll. These are typically used in like scrapbooking and other crafting like that. And yeah, I don't know why this one came this way rather than having them on the outside. My other roll came with them on the outside, which made it more convenient for me. But I just scoop one up. Let me zoom you in. I just scoop one up, turn my pen as I'm scooping it up, and then I use my finger and just kind of twirl it around, push it in as I'm twirling it. Now when I first load up my pen, I typically put 2 in. So we'll do that same thing again. After you've used this for a little bit, it will push the glue dots down, and then I usually will have to add a 3rd one. But to start out with, 2 is fine. Now, the way it is, this is probably going to be too sticky. So then you can either dab it on your hands. Some people do that. I typically dab it on my clothes a little bit, my shirt or pants or whatever, just so that it's not too sticky, because these are very strong. Very strong holding, as is the museum putty. And this is going to last you a long, long time, as is the Quake Hold. I think the Quake Hold will last you a lifetime because you use such a teeny bit. Depending on the size of the multi-placer, this is only a 4 multi-placer. So all you do is you get, especially for this small multi-placer, you get just a teeny, teeny piece of Quake Hold. So very small. And I kind of roll it into a length. Now this is going to be way too much. But then I just push it in there. Some people use tweezers. Same with the glue dots. Some people use tweezers to push it down in there. And I just keep going around, making sure it's down in there good. And then you just kind of get the excess off. Okay, so easy peasy. There, now it's loaded. You can put this back in here, even though that wasn't too much extra. So that is all you do to load up both ends of your diamond painting pen. All right, zoom you out a little bit so I'm not right up in your face here. All right, so get that off. Let's continue working up in this first section. I think I'm going to take off both of these. We'll kind of work on both of them at the same time. Move this one down so we're at the same height here. Now I use release papers. These work out so good. I don't like that crinkle noise of the clear cover sheet that comes with the poured glue canvases. I just don't, I don't know. So I always take that off, replace it with release papers. And again, I'll link that down below. These that I use. There are many, many of them out on Amazon. If I'm working on a real big diamond painting, I only put 2 rows at a time, and then I leave the rest of the clear plastic on. You don't want to do it to the whole entire diamond painting, because if you start at the top like I do, you don't want the rest of the diamond painting in your lap with these on, because you will eventually, some of this is going to crinkle up as you roll it in your lap, and you're going to end up showing some of the glue. So it's not a good idea, ask me how I know this, to cover your entire diamond painting, if it's a large one, right away. And by doing 2 rows, you don't have the clear plastic right up, because it's kind of hard to see. So 2 rows, then when you're done with this row and you're going on to the second one, you remove more of the plastic take those that were up in the first row and put them on this row. So you always have 2 rows of the cover sheets. Works really good. And then some people leave the entire clear plastic on. So when you're done diamond painting for the day, you can put the clear plastic all the way up and any exposed glue will be covered. I have a tendency of kind of cutting mine down just so, again, I don't have that sound of that clear plastic. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. All right. Should we do some of the blue, some of the background? Yeah, let's go ahead and do some of this. The background will be kind of boring for you to watch. Maybe after we get some of this done, we'll do some of the background. We'll see how far we get today. So let's do the equal sign. If you look along the left, oh yeah, this is why I don't put it over that far, so it doesn't cover up your legend. Okay, equal sign is number 8. So I just go into my case, grab number 8, which is a light blue. Now there's not too many in here. I don't have a lot of equal signs, but because there's not a lot in there, I'm just going to dump them all in there. This is a round drill, so if you're just starting out with diamond painting, this would be a great one to start out with. It is small and it is a round. Rounds typically are a little bit easier to do than squares. So I always suggest to a newbie to start out with a round drill diamond painting. Now you may want to start out with a partial, which means the background is painted on and you don't actually drill that. You don't complete the background, where this one is a full diamond painting and you actually complete the background also. So again, it might be a good place to start if you have a partial diamond painting. Totally up to you. I know some people have started with great big diamond paintings, so it's all what you're comfortable with. So I'm going to zoom you back in. See if I can get this down far enough without having the bottom in my way. I hope the light pad back behind is not bothering you. You can go brighter and then off. Some people don't use light pads at all. I always do, whether the symbols are real clear or not. I always do. So let's get a working. Yeah, like I said, I have not worked on this since I started it with you guys. So first of all, happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday, so I do hope to, and I would imagine I should be able to get this up tonight yet for you guys. Now, because I am one that kind of shakes a little bit, and I'm imagining it's because of my meds. And I know some of you say too that you didn't know if you could do this because you shake. What I do is when I go to put a drill up here, I rest my hand on my tray. And that seems to help me. Now, if you don't have any drills down here, in order to prevent your tray from sticking, you can put a release cover or release paper down underneath, and that'll prevent it from sticking, because I have some drills here already, or diamonds, all depends what you want to call them. It's not sticking. Also, probably should pull my shirt up just in case. Again, I have drills here, so I shouldn't be sticking, but you got to be mindful of that also. So yes, it is Easter Sunday. So happy Happy Easter. We didn't really do anything. Do you celebrate Easter and have everybody over for Easter lunch or Easter supper? Hide Easter eggs for the kids if you have children or grandchildren, because I had Maddie and Levi on Friday because their daycare was closed because of it being Good Friday. And if you're new to my channel, Maddie and Levi, or Madison is her full name, are my grandkids, and I used to babysit them full time. Maddie is now in school full time because she's 5. She's going to be 6 this year. And Levi is 2, going to be 3. So yeah, we got some Easter eggs, put some candy in there, and I hid them around the house. Now, Maddie discovered one of her Easter eggs before she was supposed to, because I wasn't going to do the Easter egg hunt immediately when they got here. I didn't want to hide Levi's because, of course, with him being smaller, younger, I had to put his in easier spots. Well, I knew Maddie would find those immediately. And yeah, she must have spied one of hers. I must have hid one of hers way too easy. So then later I had Bob, my boyfriend, take them into his bedroom for a little bit, and then I hid Levi's. And Maddie would get upset because she didn't find all of hers, and I said, you know, Maddie, that's part of the fun. You don't want to find them all right away. No, she didn't like that. She had more fun, believe it or not, when she found Levi's, because I told her, I says, if you find Levi's, I says, you can't say anything, because we had an M on the eggs that were Maddie's and an L on the eggs that were Levi's. And so if she found one of his and Levi couldn't find one, she would tell Levi the area that it was, and she'd get so excited. No, you got one over by the steps. And yeah, she would try to help him find one of his, which was very cute. So, yep, they all eventually found all of their eggs, and they did eat some. Oops. They did eat some right away, of course, but then the rest of the day they were really good. They didn't have any. Get off of here. Now, if you can't get it up and you don't mind if your fingers are clean, I just lick my finger and it works really good. Now you see, with getting the glue dot a little bit dirty, it's not too sticky. Sometimes it will get too sticky again, and then you just dab it on your clothes again. Some people actually dab it on the cover sheet because it's kind of has a waxy coating to it, so it doesn't stick to your diamond painting. But like I said, I just typically dab it on my clothes. The one drawback to doing that is if your clothes are fuzzy, you will get fuzz on your glue dot. I typically just, you know, I'll have sometimes the glue dot will change colors, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Takes quite a while. What is that on there? to have to replace a glue dot versus the wax. Me and the wax that comes with the kits just don't get along. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if you are just starting out and you order a diamond painting kit. Everything you need to complete that kit comes with the diamond painting. So you'll get a pink pen, you'll get wax, you get the diamond painting. It's just as, you know, if you like it, and as you get more into it, you'll find that there are accessories to just make diamond painting a little easier. So yeah, because when I first started out, yeah, I used the pink pen. I used the pink wax for a long time. And I would just load up various pens so that when the wax wasn't sticking anymore in one pen, I could just grab the next one. I don't know, some people say that their wax dries out. I never really found that to be too much of a problem. I don't know. Okay, do we have any more equal signs? I invariably miss something, especially on big ones, if there's what we call confetti, kind of like this, where you have a lot of different symbols in the same area, whereas this is block diamond painting, where it's all the same color. Maybe we could do a little bit of multi-placing. Now, I have not tried multi-placing with rounds. The only multi-placing I have ever done is with squares, so this may be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see if we do any of the background. Let's do these slashes next. So we're just going to be putting the diamonds back in this pen. And again, I like this tray because of this nice spout. I typically don't do this over my diamond painting, and now you can see why. Now, if you have a problem with them sticking a lot in here, now that wasn't too bad. I do have one here. Okay. You can use dryer sheets, and that makes it not stick so much. So you just kind of rub it along in here. What I just discovered, though, because I didn't like that grit and stuff that's left over from the dryer sheet, I got some anti-static spray, and I tried it for the first time, not in this tray though, upstairs, and I just sprayed it, just real lightly, not a lot, and I just kind of smeared it around with my finger, making sure I got in the ridges and the corners, and then I let it dry for quite a while, just to make sure it's really good and dry. Or you can spray it and then use a different tray, and it works really good. So I'm going to be using my anti-static spray from now on. So we'll put number 8 away, and our slashes are number 16. So we are going to grab number 16, dump a bunch in our tray. So this is white. Again, we'll just dump all of them in there. All right, and then you just shake. Now you can see there's a little hitchhiker in here. We have a blue one. So I'm just going to grab him out. We typically have what's called a little trash tray or a trash bin. I don't have one here, so I'm just going to put it to the side. But yeah, you just shake it back and forth until you got a bunch to line up the correct way, so that for rounds, the rounded side is facing up. All right, so let's do some of these slashes. So we have some up here. So we're going to talk just a little bit. We'll jabber for a while, and then we'll do the Easter questionnaire. We've had a pretty uneventful week, other than having the grandkids on Friday. Not much else going on. The weather has still been up and down, up and down. Today is quite chilly out, but the sun is shining. So the sun is nice and warm, but it's only like 40. And the snow is all gone, but now we're supposed to get a couple more inches of snow tomorrow. I'm sick of snow. And I think the birds are too. They said enough is enough. They're all starting to build their nests. Matter of fact, I was out in the garage, and out the back window, the neighbor's shed is right there. And the mourning doves like to rest on there. They sit on there quite a bit. And I seen a mourning dove with a couple mourning doves with a whole mouthful of little twigs and grass. And so I came in and I told Bob, I said, the mourning dove construction workers are out in full force. So yeah, they're busy building their nest. So I imagine the robins are too. And yeah, now we're supposed to get some more snow. Ugh. I don't imagine these couple inches will stick around too long, because, yeah, we're only supposed to hit like the low 30s tomorrow. Come on, stick in there. So, yeah, it's like, And I went to Walmart this morning to go pick up groceries. And, yeah, it's only 40 degrees out. It is not very warm. And it's quite breezy, and that breeze is chilly. I had a sweatshirt on, and I had a jacket on over the top. And I was sitting there waiting for my groceries. And this guy and this gal came walking out, only short sleeves. The woman had on, like, long stretch pants. The guy, however, had shorts on, which, yeah, that, you know, it's not unusual here in Wisconsin. Younger guys, they wear shorts year-round, but they're typically the shorts that go down at least to the knees, and they're, you know, pretty baggy. Okay, we're starting to stick pretty good. Deb, deb, deb. Okay. Ooh, not this guy. I think this guy thought he had sexy legs because he was showing all the leg. The shorts were quite short, and you do not see that anymore in this day and age. To see a guy with quite short shorts on. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And it was funny because the woman didn't even have shorts on. I don't know. So, yeah. Ought to see a guy with shorty shorts on. You don't even see that in summer when it's 90 degrees out. During the winter, I did see an elderly gentleman come out with his groceries in just a t-shirt, and this was when, you know, I don't know if it was quite below zero, but it was very cold out. It had to have been near zero, and he had no coat on. Like, oh my heavens, Maynard, I'm sitting there freezing to death, and you don't even have a coat on. Some people are just hot-blooded, I guess. Not me, and that's why I hate winter so much. I am cold all the time. That's why I love summer when it's in the 80s. The warmer, the better. Oh, didn't pick one up. And I know you guys in the South complain about your heat. Please send some up here. I know in Whip and Chats, which is what they call them in the diamond painting community instead of diamond painting in chats. Some were talking about how hot it was down there already. I'm like, oh, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. Let's see. What else? I did get I've been talking about my diamond coloring project that I've been working on, and I got it done. I got it done. So proud of it. So I am going to be showing that on the channel. Don't think I'm going to get it recorded this weekend because I have a number of other things to record, and I didn't get any recording done yesterday, which Saturdays typically are my recording days to get most things done other than my coloring chat. But my son and his wife stopped over for a while, and they're the ones that are expecting. I haven't seen them for a while because they live a couple hours away. You know, to see the baby bump. Oh, and they are having a boy. They did tell us that. But they won't tell anybody the name that they picked out. So that is going to be a surprise. Knowing Cameron, and Leah, it's going to be something different. You know, not your real standard name. So, I don't know. I'll be real curious to see what it's going to be. So she's due the end of June, and baby shower is in a couple of weeks. So I'll be traveling over to Green Bay where they live, and I don't know Green Bay at all. That is one of my paranoias, is driving in a city when I don't know where I'm going and there's traffic all around me, because I am one of those who has to be in the correct lane, whether I'm turning right or left, or 2 miles down the road. Because I don't want to get in the wrong lane and then, oh, now I have to miss my turn and then I'm lost, and yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, I'm kind of paranoid. All right, we're gonna do this thing. It looks like a bracket. That's number 9. Oh gosh, had to pause there. I felt a sneeze coming on. Okay, so this is number 9. Let's get out this color. It's another shade of blue. Dump those in. Shake, shake, shake. All right, so I'm just going to move this down. Let's work on these. So yeah, it doesn't sound like it's a hard place to get to, even though they're both from here. We figured it was just easier to have it in Green Bay where they live, so it won't be so hard to transport all the stuff they get, and if we need to help get stuff over to their house, we can. So yeah. So that's coming up. Let's see. Anything else I want to mention? Oh, one thing. This might be a longer chat. One thing I've been thinking about is changing my channel name, because I have had it, Lisa's Coloring Corner for, well, since the beginning, 3 years ago, 3.5 years now. And I do a lot of diamond painting unboxings and, chats and whatnot. So it isn't just coloring anymore. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's just that it is going to be such a pain in the butt. Not just to change it. And I think people eventually get used to the new name. Eventually. But the problem is I have my Gmail account set up as Lisa's Coloring Corner. Ooh, that got brighter. There is a cover that you can put over the light switch on here. I just don't have one on this light pad. I'm going to have to put one on because these where the on-off button is on the light pad and not on the cord. Yeah, you barely touch it and it turns on and off or brighter or dimmer. So, and they do have covers to put over that flip up or slide. So it covers the light switch, or whatever you want to call it, the button. I can leave a link to that too. I believe I got mine on Etsy. I'll have to see if there's any on Amazon now, because they weren't popular at all. They were only 3D printed when I got mine, but more and more people started making them, so they could be on Amazon now. But yeah, they're very handy, and I have a few spares upstairs because I do have a number of, oh, we're getting sticky again. I do have a number of light pads. All right. Yeah, so I'm not sure. And then my outro and my intro has Lisa's Coloring Corner on it. So it would just be a lot of changing, but I really want to change the name, and I don't know yet what I would even change it to. So what is your opinion on that? I want my name to reflect, you know, because somebody would see Lisa's Coloring and they'd be, oh, I'm not into that. You know, I just diamond paint. So that's the main reason I want to change it. I was going to just change it to Lisa's Crafting Corner, but that's just, eh. From Lisa's Coloring Corner to Lisa's Crafting Corner. And I don't know, I just don't like that either. So yeah, any opinions would be appreciated, and any suggestions for a name would be appreciated. Plus, all of the companies that send me things to show you guys on my channel are all used to, you know, if they're repeat companies that have sent me stuff before, they're all used to that channel name too, and that Gmail name. So I don't know. I am so torn. Like I said, I really want to change it, but ooh, it'd be a lot of work. So I'm really torn. All right, let's get on to this questionnaire. It's only been, well, I paused now, so I don't know, but I know it's been over a half an hour. So let me grab these sheets. I think I'll put them over here so I can read them better. All right. So let me know how many of these you get right. The first one. Easter always falls between which two dates? I didn't know this one. Which two dates? I didn't know there were specific dates. Boy, we are still sticky. It falls between March 22nd and April 25th. So anywhere in between March 22nd and April 25th. So that's over a month. It's quite a range. All right. Is more candy sold for Easter, Christmas, Valentine's Day, or Halloween? Now, these are all holidays where we know a lot of candy is bought in. So what do you think? Which holiday buys the most candy? It is Halloween. I guess that makes sense, because you're handing out all this candy, and some people, if you have a lot of kids in your area, you can spend hundreds of dollars on candy. Halloween can get quite expensive. About how many chocolate bunnies are produced each year? This one blew my mind. So I don't know, if they say each year, if it's more than, includes more than just Easter. Because it doesn't say how many are produced for Easter, but I don't know what else a chocolate bunny would be produced for. Believe it or not, there are 90 million chocolate bunnies produced each year. Woo! That's a lot of chocolate. The first Easter eggs were dyed what color? Okay, we're done with this color, I think. All right. I think so. I'm not switching out colors now that we're on the questionnaire. I am going to go on to the background. And then it'll just be easier to look over and ask these questions. So, and that percent sign is 15. All right. Now I am going to be making a video. If you've not done diamond painting, I've been asked for this video a number of times. And you kind of want to see what it's all about, or you actually do want to buy your first diamond painting, but you're just not sure how to start. I am going to do a diamond painting video for absolute complete beginners. And I will go through a number of different things, different options. If you want to use just the kit that comes with the diamond painting, if you want to get into some accessories, things like that. So I'm hoping to do that one within the next couple weeks. All right. The first Easter egg was dyed red. Oh, I skipped one. Where is the most popular Easter parade held each year? Most popular parade. Didn't really know this one, but it's kind of a given. It is held in New York. New York City. In the 13th century, the church prohibited eating what during Holy Week? This I absolutely did not know. Well, I guess, again, kind of makes sense. Sort of. So what were you prohibited from eating? You are prohibited from eating eggs. Which, right now, probably be a good thing with the price of eggs, right? The world record largest chocolate Easter egg was made in what city? Now, this to me would be a hard one. If anybody knows this one, let me know in the comments below. You're great at trivia if you know this. Which I'm not. Oh, you bugger. wonder if this canvas is, yeah, this canvas too isn't super sticky. I mean, it is sticky, but when you're working with glue dots, you need a really sticky canvas. All right. The largest chocolate Easter egg was made in Tosca, Italy. How much, oh my God, how much did the world's largest chocolate Easter egg weigh? Oh my heavens, this is a lot of chocolate. As you can imagine, you know, it's not just going to be a couple pounds. Or it wouldn't be in the Guinness Book of World Records. So how big of a chocolate Easter bunny do you think holds the Guinness Book of World Records? It is 15,873 pounds and 4.48 ounces. Not that we want to be exact or anything. So close to 16,000 pounds. My God, how do you even make an Easter egg like that? Wow, wowie. I mean, couldn't have had a mold. They had to have produced it by hand, not. And I decided I'm not going to multi-place. Like I said, plus I hold the tray the other way, and then you shake them down so that they're more in a row. This is a 4-placer, so then, can't see. So then I just, I rock from one end to the other. Didn't pick up that last one. Yeah, must not have the putty in the last one. So I have 3 on here. And then you just place them down. So these come in handy when you have big block areas. But they do definitely take a while to get the hang of. I tried multi-placers, I don't know how many times, gave up on them because it took me longer to move them into place than if I would have just single drilled them. It's like, no, this is not worth the effort. But because I have so many large diamond paintings that I want to get done out of my stash, many of them have a lot of block drilling. I am making myself work with the multi-placer, and it is getting better. I am starting to like it. All right, on to the next question. I keep getting off different subjects. What baked good is a Good Friday tradition in England? So if I have any of you guys from England in here, you might know this. I did not. Any idea? All right. It was or is hot cross buns. How many jelly beans do Americans consume each Easter? This is another one that just blew me away. I'm not a jelly bean eater. I don't like the texture, even like gummies and stuff like that. No. Except for black jelly beans, because I love the licorice taste. Again, I don't like licorice itself because of the texture, so I don't know why I like the black jelly beans. And I don't even eat them too often. But yeah, not a jelly bean eater. But evidently, there's a lot of people out there who love their jelly beans, because Americans consume 16 million jelly beans each Easter. Now, how do they know that? Did they count? Each family had to count how many jelly beans went in their mouth. I'm sure it went by the number of bags sold, but gotta count all them jelly beans. Okay. While the Easter Bunny brings children eggs in the United States, what sort of critters delivers the goods in Westphalia? I think that's how it's pronounced. Germany. This is different. I thought it was always the Easter Bunny, but I guess not. So in Germany, it is a fox that delivers all the goodies. All right, on to the next page. I don't know how many of these we'll get through because I keep jabbering about other things. Okay, in England, what is the name of the fruitcake with marzipan balls traditionally served at tea time on Easter? I would have no idea about this. I never even heard of this answer, and I hope I pronounce it correctly. It is called Simnel, Simnel. How many marzipan balls are traditionally on a Simnel cake? Oh boy, we have to have a specific amount too. Again, anybody know these odd ones? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know how many of these you get right. I have not known. I don't know if I've known the answer to any of these. These are kind of hard. There are typically or traditionally 11 marzipan balls on a Simnel cake. Boy, we're on marzipan balls, or marzipan, I don't know. What do the marzipan balls on a Simnel cake represent? Interesting. Again, this would be a hard one. They represent, where am I? The apostles minus Judas. Households each spend how much on average on Easter annually? Now, I suppose this could vary widely whether you have children or not. If we wouldn't have done this for the grandkids, we wouldn't have bought any candy because we have enough snackies around here. Too many, as a matter of fact. All right. The average household spends $131 on Easter. That's a lot of candy. In what country did the tradition of the Easter Bunny originate? This is interesting, too. The Easter Bunny originated in none other than Germany. The original Easter Bunny in Germany was actually what sort of animal? Okay. It was a hare. Now, what is the difference between a bunny and a hare? I thought they were the same thing. I guess not. So if anybody knows that, let me know in the comments below. I'll have to look that one up. I didn't look all these questions over before today's chat. All right. What is the traditional Easter mascot in Australia? Never heard of this. anybody's from Australia watching, you probably would know that. And I know I do have a few viewers from Australia. It is called a bilby. And like I said, I don't know what kind of animal that is. Easter Island is part of what country? Now, some of you may know that. I didn't. You know, I've definitely heard of Easter Island. It is part of Chile. When was the first White House Easter egg roll? Do you think it was a long time ago? In the 1900s? It was first held in 1878. That's a long time ago. Which presidential administration hosted the first White House Easter egg roll? It was Rutherford B. Hayes. I don't even remember that was a president. Shame on me. Where is the largest Easter egg museum in the world? I didn't know there was an Easter egg museum. Told you I don't know things too much about Easter. It was or is in Poland. How many eggs are in the Easter Egg Museum? So it's the largest in the world, but how many are in there? That'd be kind of fun to go and look at. There are over 1,500 eggs in there. Wow. What's the most popular Easter candy in America? This one, maybe people will guess. This one's not quite as hard. And I'll give you a hint. It is not jelly beans, which is what I would have thought of first. It is the ever infamous Peeps. I do not like Peeps. I know some people really like them when they let them dry out. Or I've heard of some people freezing them or something. So there's a lot of different ways to eat the Peeps, but yeah, I don't care for them. There was some other channel talking about the Peeps too, and they were saying they didn't like them because they didn't like those beady eyes staring back at them. Well, that's very true. All right, yeah, Peeps is, I think, another candy that either you love or you hate. All right, Marshmallow Peeps. When was Cadbury founded? Oh, that is one thing I do love, is the Cadbury eggs. Oh, there I go again. But it's hard to even eat a whole one of those because they're so sweet. But, oh, they're so good. Especially the caramel ones. Yum. Didn't buy any of them. If we would have bought them for the grandkids, I might have stole them. So, let's see. What's the answer to that? Cadbury was founded in 1824. That's a long time. When were Cadbury cream eggs introduced? So what was the previous question? When was it founded? And when were the cream eggs introduced? I thought there were always cream eggs. What were the first ones that were introduced then? Weren't they always cream eggs? Guess I don't know my candy. But yes, the Cadbury eggs are so good. They're kind of expensive, but they're so good. All right. The cream eggs were introduced in 1963, so quite a while after Cadbury was founded. In the Bible, how many days passed between Jesus' death and resurrection? Now this one, yeah, this is an easier one. Because you kind of know he died on the cross on Good Friday, right? And then he rose from the dead on Easter. So that would be 3 days. The Sunday before Easter is called what? And again, a lot of you may know this one, especially if you are more Christian. It is called Palm Sunday. What is the 40-day period before Easter? This one I knew too. Again, this is kind of an easy one. Even if you're not real Christian, I'm sure you've heard of this. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I think I'm having a lot of problems with this. Just because I don't think this canvas is as sticky. Plus the fact, you know, the glue dots are really sticky. If you're using wax, you probably wouldn't have a problem at all. And I just put new glue dots in here, so that makes a difference too. The 40-day period before Easter is Lent. When Easter eggs were first dyed, it was to represent what? I didn't know this either. Very interesting. And I wonder why it was eggs. It was to represent the blood of Jesus Christ. So that makes sense why the first Easter eggs were dyed red, right? How many states consider Good Friday a holiday? This is interesting too. We must not, because there's a lot of people who have to work on Good Friday. Some places not, and some places let out at noon, but a lot of places work all day. Heather's employer works all day, and that's why I had the grandkids all day. There are 12 states that consider Good Friday a holiday. Easter symbols like rabbits stem from what Anglo-Saxon festival? I don't even know how to pronounce this answer. It is Easter, E-A-S-T-R-E. Buying what for Easter is said to bring good luck for the rest of the year. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. Gives me a reason to go shopping. I want good luck for the rest of the year. It is if you buy clothes, it will bring you luck for the rest of the year. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, guess I gotta go out and, you know, buy some summer clothes or something if we ever get summer here. All right, who wrote Easter Parade? Some of you might know this. He's very famous. I'm sure most of you have heard of him. It was Irving Berlin. What garment was popularized by the song Easter Parade? It is in the lyrics. So that may give you a clue. Oh, here's the ones that I multi-placed. So we'll do this one over here. So if you know that song, if you think about the lyrics, you may know the answer to this one. And no, I'm not going to sing it. Where am I? Was Easter bonnets. Dyeing Easter eggs is a tradition that began in which country? I could give you a real good clue to this one, but I'll wait a bit. Okay, the country is in war right now, is being attacked by Russia. There, now you know the answer. It is Ukraine. Which president was the first to introduce an Easter bunny to the White House Easter egg roll? An Easter bunny. Wasn't that long ago. I mean, I was alive. Of course, that's not saying much. I'm going to be 60 in August. Oh my God, that is so depressing. I know, it's only a number. All right. It was Richard Nixon that first introduced the Easter bunny to the egg roll. Before 1953, it took how many hours to produce a single marshmallow peep? Oh my heavens. Boy, it wouldn't even be worth it. Oh God. Unreal. I don't think they made much money on them back then. And just think how many they produce now. It's amazing. It took 27 hours to produce a single marshmallow peep. Oh my. How many peeps do Americans eat during each Easter season? So first we heard about how many millions of jelly beans. Now we can see how many peeps. We already found out that they are the most popular. It's a lot of peeps. 600 million peeps. Wow. Not a one by me. Easter's date is determined by what? Now this one, a lot of you may know. I think I kind of knew it. This might be the only one I would know. It is determined by the moon. So what phase the moon is in. Each year, Easter is recognized on the first Sunday after what? Couple different, well, I shouldn't say different answers, but you could determine it by two different things, if that makes any sense. And this is why it's determined by the moon. It is the first full moon on or after the spring equinox. Interesting, huh? Children in Finland dress as what on Easter? Oh my gosh. Wow. Americans dress like this on Halloween. So there's a hint for you. Interesting. Learning all kinds of stuff, huh? They dress as witches. Never imagined witches would be associated with Easter. Cadbury cream eggs were first called what? Oh. Another interesting one. They were called Fry's cream eggs. Fry apostrophe S. From what is the filling in Cadbury cream eggs made? Now, I think if you're talking about the cream eggs or, the caramel ones, this would be the cream eggs. The original ones. And I guess this makes sense, too. They are made from fondant. What pagan goddess is associated with Easter? Never heard of this goddess. So I hope I pronounce it correctly. The goddess's name is Ostara, Ostara. Oh, that's one you should know. What flower is considered an Easter symbol? This is probably the easiest out of all the questions. Everybody should get this right. Yes, the Easter lily. They're so pretty. What bread-based snack is associated with Easter? Really? Oh my gosh. Didn't know this either. I'm learning a lot too. Like I said, I didn't read these ahead of time. Oh my gosh. The pretzel. Isn't that amazing? I didn't know that was associated with Easter. Why are pretzels considered an Easter food? Oh my heavens, really? I guess I never looked at pretzels like this. And it's regular pretzels, not like the pretzel sticks or anything like that. It is because their design is said to look like praying arms and hands. Isn't that interesting? I'll never look at pretzels the same. In which state did the Easter Bunny first appear? So here in the States, which state? Come on. Yeah, can you hear this? Snap, snap. So satisfying. Most of us at Diamond Paint just love that sound. I don't know why it's so satisfying. The state is Pennsylvania. Besides bunnies, what animal is considered an Easter symbol? And some of you may know this one too. This one isn't too difficult or impossible to answer. Like I said, if you know any of these other ones, or the majority of them, you're a fantastic trivia person. All right. It is the lamb. What's the name of the Peanuts Easter special? The Easter or the Halloween one, I think most of us know. But what's the Easter Peanuts special? Because the Halloween one is, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. The Easter one is, it's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. Which day of Holy Week is to honor the Last Supper? Didn't know this one either. It is Holy Thursday. What two games are traditionally played with Easter eggs? Oh yeah, this one you may know. This one's not too difficult. They are both done at the White House. It was previously mentioned, or one of them, in one of the questions. And the other one is pretty much known on Easter. So those are your hints. Easter egg hunts and Easter roll hunts, or Easter egg rolls. In the Bible, who was the first person to enter Jesus' tomb? Now, I'm not up on my Bible, so I would not know this. It was Peter. The traditional Ukrainian way of painting Easter eggs is called what? And I believe I have a couple of coloring books with these type of eggs in, or at least I did. I may have given them to my daughter. But yeah. And I don't know the pronunciation. Pysyanka, Pysyanka. I'm assuming the P is silent. No. Pysyanka. Or Sanka. So that the, kind of like psychiatrist. Maybe it's just Sanka. What colored jelly bean is most popular? Again, for me it would be the black ones. White ones aren't bad either, but again, jelly beans are not my favorite. The most popular one is also what color the first ones were dyed. So it is red. Let's see. Not sure how many more we're going to get. Easter Sunday is also called what? So again, if you are more Christian, you're going to know the answer to this. And it is because, Jesus rose from the dead. It is Resurrection Day. In the Bible, what Jewish holiday was being celebrated the week of Jesus' death and resurrection? Again, some of you may know this one. Got to get my hand off of that on-off button. No, it's on bright, and I don't know if that would bug you. All right. When I want it to go on and off, it won't. Okay. It was Passover. In the Bible, Judas traded Jesus in exchange for what? So Jesus himself was traded. Isn't that awful? Reminds me of the kind of the slavery days, how the slaves were all traded and, they weren't human beings at that time, or thought of as human beings. He was traded for 30 pieces of silver. Sad, huh? In the Bible, what prisoner was released instead of Jesus? So we are on to more Christian type of questions. Barabbas. How long does it currently take to produce one marshmallow peep? Now we know it took a long time when they first came out, but now how long does it take? I really didn't think it would be this long because they're so mass produced. You know, they have to be considering how many million are eaten. So there's got to be a lot of them produced at the same time because each one takes 6 minutes. That's quite a while. What celebrity was made into a chocolate bunny for the first time in 2015? Huh. Wow, it was Benedict Cumberbatch. In Britain, the Easter Act of 1928 was an attempt to do what? There was an Easter Act? Oh, there it goes again. Yeah, works with the side of my hand much better. It was to establish a set annual date for Easter. And we don't have a set annual date. In England, when you dance between Easter eggs on a floor, it's called what? I didn't know there was such a thing. Dancing between Easter eggs. I guess the answer makes sense, but I had never heard of it. It is called egg or hop egging. Hop egging. What egg-shaped candy was illegal in the United States? This I did not know because, oh no, I'm thinking of a different candy. Okay. I believe I'm thinking of a different candy. You'll have to tell me what you think. It was the Kinder Surprise. Now, is that different than the Kinder Joy we have out now? I don't know. In Eastern Christianity, the end of Lent is called what? It is called Lazarus Saturday. In what season does Easter take place in Australia? Oh, I guess this makes sense. Hint, their seasons are the opposite of ours. When we're going into spring, they're going into winter. So Easter is celebrated in autumn over there. In the Bible, what did Jesus and his apostles eat at the Last Supper? This one many may also know. So we are getting a few that are a little easier. Because you do get this at church. When they say, you know, when you go up for communion, it is the bread and wine. What holiday is celebrated on the last day before Lent begins? I guess I didn't realize this. Probably should have, but some of you may know this. Hint, it is down in New Orleans. That's a big hint. Yes, it is Mardi Gras. What state held the largest Easter egg hunt ever in the United States? Oh. Wait a minute. Where's the answer to that one? Aw, there's no answer on the bottom. Aw, I wanted to know that one. I only have one left. One question. I don't know. Maybe you guys are getting sick of these. So maybe it's good. Like I said, this video is getting quite long. Anyhow, it is going to be over an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. Okay, last question. Okay, some people may know this one. What's the name of the jeweler who decorated Easter eggs for royalty? These eggs nowadays cost a lot of money, but they are just gorgeous. It is Peter Carl Fabergé. I know most of us have probably heard of the Fabergé eggs, and yeah, they are stunning, aren't they? So detailed and oh. All right, I'm going to finish the last couple in this row. All right, so did get some stuff done on this Easter diamond painting. I'm going to see if I can possibly work on this. I don't know. Like I said, I'm working on the Hannah Lynn one now upstairs. Because it is a big diamond painting. And now that I finally got the diamond coloring picture done, yeah, I can now work on that Hannah Lynn. But yeah, I would like to get this one done, especially by the end of the month, so I have something to show you as far as a finished diamond painting, besides the diamond coloring one. So I'll see. I'll see if I get working on this. But let's zoom you back out. All right, so yeah, didn't get too far, but did get some of the background done and some of the little bits and pieces. Like I said, the confetti takes a lot longer, as you can tell. The background goes much faster, especially if I work with the multi-placer on rounds. I'm going to see how I can do, and if you do try to use a multi-placer, there is a 2 multi-placer, a 3 multi-placer. Like I said, this is a 4. Maybe you want to start out with a 2. That's what I did. And then I went to a 3. Then I went to a 4. Now I am up to a 6. A 6 and a 7. I can't go over that. There are some people that work with a 10 and even a 15. Miss Coffee, that I watch a lot, love her channel. She always works with a 15 for like the bigger background areas. And yeah, that would make it go really fast. I wish I could do something like that. And with enough practice, maybe I could, but nah, no. I stick with between the 4 and the 6, maybe 7, depending on how big of an area. But again, that was only on squares, so we'll test out the rounds maybe on this one. So there you go. I really hope you enjoyed the Easter questionnaire. I know it took a little bit. This is a little bit longer of a diamond paint and chat than my normal, yeah. And it was, yeah, chatted in the beginning a little bit longer than what I thought I was going to, and then the Easter questionnaire took a while. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit your thumbs up on the way out. I really would appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Easter Sunday, and as always, happy coloring and happy diamond painting. Bye, guys.